Hey guys, welcome to my channel Linuxing. My name is Salman Francis and I'm back after a while. So I was busy with a lot of stuff, studying and doing some personal things, but I'm back. So today I'm going to talk about Amazon Code Commit. So it's AWS Code Commit, and basically it is a private repository system like Git, which does version controlling, and we are going to set up our own AWS Code Commit today. So to do that, I have created a couple of notes, or rather a single note. So basically, it is a private repository like Git, which does a version controlling. And first thing before we set up Amazon Code Commit is we need to create an IAM user, and we will call it web dev. So we can call it web dev 2 because I have already created dev for the test purpose. And then we will give this web dev 2 user full access to code commit with the policy, and then we will select this user webdev2, and we will go to its security credentials, and then we will enable our HTTPS Git credentials. So let's do it in a demo. So first thing is I'm going to go to my IAM user. So right now I'm logged in as my root account, but then I need to log in as an ordinary user. So I'm going to add a user, and I'm going to call it webdev2. Okay, and I'm going to give it access to programmatic, and password. We will just create a custom password, call it webdev2 underscore 121. Okay, let's do it. Webdev2 underscore 121, and we don't want our user to reset the password. So next, okay, the permissions are we are going to attach an existing policy. So however, let's create tag, nothing. And then we need to create an existing policy for this. We will just create the user first. Okay, and then we need to copy these credentials. First, I'm going to copy this. This is the access key and the secret key is. Okay, once this is done, this is our console with which we will log in. So just and then we will close it. Okay, now what we need to do is select webdev2, and then I'm going to add some permission and attach the policy, and we are going to give it code commit. So I'm going to give it AWS Code Commit full access. Yep. Add permission. Okay, once this is done, we need to go to the security credential of this user, and then we need to generate HTTPS GET credentials for AWS Code Commit. Generate the credentials and just copy these credentials as well. So user is webdev2 at this, and okay. Let me delete it. Just generate credentials, copy this, This is the password, and this is the user. Okay, once this is done, we can just close it and the user is active. Okay, now let's go back to our notes. So now select the webdev to user, and we have already generated the HTTPS credentials. And now we will save these credentials somewhere safe. We already did, and then we are going to log in with our webdev to user. Okay, so I'm just going to log in incognito window, and if you remember, we have this console, and we do remember our IAM user. It's webdev2, and the password was webdev2_121. Okay, good. Now we have successfully logged in as our webdev2 user. Okay, what we need to do is now we need to go to code commit. And here we are going to create uh, our webdev2 repository. So to do that, create repository, we will call it webdev2, and this is a test repo webdev2 user. And then click create. Okay, now we can see that repository has been successfully created. And now what we need to do is we need to clone this repository. And to do that, here is this repository, uh, like which we need to, how we can clone the repository. Just copy it, and we will just paste it here. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to just go to our console, and from here now we will do the rest. Okay, to do that, we just need to do this, run this command git clone. Okay, so I'm going to go into my directory. I'm already in this code commit. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to paste the same command which we copied it earlier. So just press enter, and now it's asking for the username, and the username is going to be this username. Copy it, paste the user, and the password is going to be password, this password. Okay, so now it's done, but it's telling you like you appear to have cloned an empty repository. Okay, no problem, but you can see that we have created our webdev2. Okay, fine. So now what we need to do is we need to add some data to this. So let's see what else we can do. So here we can see that we have run this command, and now what we need to do is it has created an empty repository. So now cd into this webdev2, and we are going to create some HTML data, like, or any file you can create. Here I'm just going to create an index.html file. This is created by webdev2. Okay, once this is done, what we need to do is we need to add this data to our repository. And to do that, what we need to do is we need to run the command git dash dash a. Okay, git add dash a means it's going to add everything. And then we need to commit this. And to do that, we are going to make a commit. like first file. Okay, now one file has changed, created, and now we need to push it. So to do that, we are going to git push. Okay, now it's asking for the same user and password. User is, and the password is, this is the password. So forget you're going to use the same password which we generated earlier. Press enter, and now you can see that it has transferred everything. And now if we go to our repository, like code commit, and here we have it. So if you click on this repository, here's this index.html file with the data. This is created by WebDev2 user. Perfect. Okay, so now what if we want to add some data to this? What we need to do is we can just change this. We just need to repeat the same steps. Vim index.html. Let's say we added this data as recently. Okay, what we need to do is again git add all, git commit -m and data to the file, and then git push. Same user and password. Okay, the password was wrong. Git push. Okay, perfect. Now if we just refresh this, like go to repositories, and there we have it. This data has been recently added. Perfect. So we have successfully sent all our data to Amazon Code Commit. So now what happens if we delete this file from our, let's say if we have deleted this directory, webdev2. So what we need to do is just git clone, give user and password, and then it's going to just do everything for us. Like WebDev2 is back now. If we go into WebDev2, we do have our file. Perfect. This is created by WebDev2 user. This data has been recently added. So I hope you guys have a good understanding of what Amazon Code Commit is, and I'll see you in our next video. Until then, goodbye and take care. Thank you.